guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you in the States that are celebrating this holiday. I normally wouldn't, but today is a day that I can be thankful for because let's just double check the time. 4:18. So this time 1 year ago, I was sitting in the airport in Fredericton waiting to board my flight to Montreal. That would then take me to Tokyo. That would then take me to Bangkok. So I am 1 year in. And yeah, I am very, very thankful that I've had the year I've had. It's been a wild ride, but been worth it. Absolutely worth it. I'm very, very, very fortunate to be here. So I'm exceptionally thankful that I found Cambodia and that I'm in Siem Reap. So I finally got everything settled in and dialed in and everything was good. And so there's a plant that's kind of sitting in the way. I'm in my old neighborhood that I get my breakfast just up the street, but there's a little cafe that was here that I've been checking out as I've been walking past. Fame was across the street, and then this one opened up across the street from it. So now Fame has moved next door, so I thought I'd pop in for an Americano. I just been doing a few things, little errands and around town today, and then I went to go see a movie because I thought, why not? I need to go see something. I haven't been to the theater in a couple of weeks, so I went and saw a Khmer movie. I had no idea. I walked into the theater and said, hey, what's the next movie you've got and what time? And the lady said, I've got one starting in 10 minutes. It's Khmer with English subtitles. It's a horror comedy. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, sounds perfect. I had no idea anything about it. It got released today. And yeah, it was good. It was a horror comedy. English subtitles. It was funny. It was scary. Cinematography on it was phenomenal. They had this thing like, if you've got any fear of creepy things under the bed, this kind of triggered a whole bunch of those because it was like a possession and ghost thing, and it was creepy. But there was a scene where the young lady saw a ghost thing under the bed. And it was like nighttime, and she had been up, and and her bed is like an elevated platform type of thing. Beds are different here. And so it was like the creepy ghost thing was like all dark, and like makeup was dark, and it was creepy looking. It was scary looking. I'll give it that. But she went to go like look on the bed, so she was sitting like the bed's here, and so you pan down and you see just the bed for a bit, and then you see her. But when they did it, they pan the camera sideways, and I thought that was such a good thing to do because you do that when you go to look, and yeah. She did it a couple times, and because there was like the gap where you could only see the bed frame and nothing else for like a split second, you're expecting those jump scares, and they didn't do it, and I think that made it even creepier. Yeah, so it was good. It was hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. Good kind of character comedy and good scares, good horror. But yeah, it was fun. Decent little movie. Had no idea what it was. Like couldn't tell the name. I was hoping that there would be a translation for the name. Nothing. So when I was leaving, I saw the poster for it, and so I went and scanned it, and it said "Good luck." I was like, okay, I guess that's kind of appropriate for today. Good luck to me. But yeah, it was good, and I had a good time. I had plans for Thanksgiving dinner for myself. I was going to pick up a roasted duck. There's a local place that has them, always has them hanging, and I think they're like $5 a piece or something like that. So I was going to pick up one of those and then make some mashed potatoes and green beans and just do stuff at home. So I was on my way out this afternoon, and they're closed. So I'll have to delay my Thanksgiving dinner for another day or so. No big deal. Like I said, I really don't celebrate the holiday much, but last week when I was doing my walk and I was trying to remember, because I arrived in Bangkok on the 30th. I'm like, when did I leave? Was it the 28th or 29th? So I checked, And I left my apartment in Fredericton at 4:30 a.m. Atlantic time today, a year ago, on the 28th. And just find it so funny and appropriate that today is Thanksgiving. So, my 1 year anniversary and Thanksgiving falling on the same day. I find that to be a whole level of serendipity on that too. So that's cool. So it just made me think about all the things that I'm thankful for, and I am truly thankful to be here. Yeah. So when I say I was leaving at 4:30, and it is 4:30 p.m., Atlantic time is another hour ahead. So that would be, right now would be 5:30 a.m. And wild for me to think that I am a day ahead. Now, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to put it all in perspective because today is actually the 28th. So my brain, I have to juggle things what's the day, what's the time? But yeah, today is the 28th. So I flew from Fredericton to Montreal. I think that was an hour and a half. Then I had a 6-hour layover in Montreal at the airport, which was miserable because I was tired because I hadn't slept much and I just wanted to get on a plane and get going and get out of Canada. And the funny thing is too, is Montreal is a French-speaking part of Canada. So within an hour of me leaving my house, I was in a foreign country because, I was surrounded by people speaking French. And I was fine. And then that was it. I didn't hear English again when I landed for a while. Yeah, because I flew from Montreal to Tokyo. I had a 1-hour layover in Tokyo, which was just enough time for me to get from one airplane to the other. And then from there, I had a direct flight to Bangkok. And I arrived at 11 p.m. on the 30th in Bangkok. And took me an hour or so to get out of the airport, maybe a little bit longer. Because it wasn't a big deal getting out of the airport. I mean, immigration, everything was easy and getting all that. It was just when I got to get my bags didn't show up. I had one backpack with me and I had one checked luggage. And it turns out that none of the luggage from Montreal got put on the plane. So it ended up arriving a day and a half, 2 days later, something like that. And they delivered it to my hotel, but I had to make arrangements at the airport with the airline. And I wasn't the only one. It was there was a bunch of us that came from Montreal. Nobody from Montreal got their bags, which I found appropriate because Montreal has always been an interesting place. So having a nice little Americano here, it's nice. So I ended up in Bangkok just spending the first couple of days living in my hotel room because I was jet lagged and I didn't have half my stuff. So I ended up just walking around the little hotel, which was near the airport. But I didn't venture out very far at all for the first 2 days. And then when my bag did show up, I had one more day at the hotel and then I was starting to feel normal. So I ended up grabbing a taxi to my next hotel because I knew I wanted to have a couple of days to check in and I needed a cheap place to stay near the airport in case there was any accidents like I had. And I just wanted to have something that I could get to really quickly from the airport, check in, crash, and then go from there. So then I booked another couple of days at another hotel in Bangkok, which was closer to the metro. And then my buddy from Florida was in town. And so we met up to go have dinner and hang out. And next thing I know, I was meeting somebody to get an apartment in the same building his wife was living in because it was a local place. And it was 3,000 baht, which I think was 80 or 90 bucks or something like that a month. So that's where I spent the first few months, was living in a little local place. And it was just a small little room, bed, air conditioner, and I had a little desk, and I had to put internet in there too. So I paid, it was weird going to 7-Eleven to pay your bills. That was kind of an odd thing. I didn't understand how that worked at first. And there was also like I had to pay building fees or something like that, and that had to be done at the office, which I was like, I don't know where I'm doing any of this stuff. So it was a really weird, but it was interesting because like that was my first taste of culture shock, was in Thailand. And I adapted to it quickly because I lived in a local area. So I was surrounded by locals. There was very few foreigners at all there. And most of the foreigners they had were from China. So there was a hotel that a lot of tourists came that were from Asia as well. But there was not a lot of Westerners like me there at all. I think I saw like 2 the whole time I was there. And then I did the first 2 months, because you get your visa on arrival, then I could extend it for 1 month. Then I had to leave and come back to get my 3rd month. And that's when I came to Siem Reap. And I booked 10 days here. And I didn't want to go back. I had to. I had to finalize things and close up the apartment and everything. But I also had to think about it because I was like, is this a big step that, like you're uprooting yourself again? And I'd realized that I didn't really like the fact that I had to leave every month from Thailand. And like you're only allowed 2 land crossings, so that would have meant that I would have had to fly after that. So the cost of staying and running and doing visa stuff was going to get really expensive really quickly. So that's when I decided just going to do Cambodia. And very thankful that I did, because it's been a treat. It's been an absolute treat here. This week, I've been taking care of myself, doing things for myself, doing things that I want. And it's been nice. I actually have another video already recorded for you guys for tomorrow. I ended up buying myself a computer off of Facebook Marketplace here, and I ended up having to get I just wanted to do a couple of upgrades on it, so I ended up picking up some bits and bobs for that. So there's a video about that tomorrow that I just finished filming. Well, almost. I have to finish going home and putting all the parts in the computer, and fingers crossed that it works. So I've been out most of the day, and I've been just farting around and it's been a day in my head, because that's what I've been doing, is just thinking about everything that's been happening over the course of the last year. Now that I've decided that Siem Reap is home, it's taken a lot of that worry and that pressure off of me. I like my place. I like where I'm at. I like my neighborhood. I'm liking my routine. And I'm starting to fit into a pattern that I'm really enjoying. And so a couple more things that I need to do. I need to get my bike fixed still. I went to go do that the other day, and he was just slammed. There were so many people there. I just said, I'll just do it another day. And then I've been so busy with other stuff for myself that I haven't gone back. So once I get that, then I'm going to start taking little trips out and around in the neighboring areas. And then just exploring more and more of Cambodia as I go, and being content with being in a place that I am very happy in. And it's nice. And I've been getting a lot of emails lately too, with people asking questions about being, moving here and everything. So, hi everybody. It's nice. And if you have questions, feel free. The email I have is in the About Me section. I try to respond to everybody. I miss some. There's times that I will get an email overnight, and I'm that's the weird thing, is somebody will send me one in the afternoon back in the States, and it's middle of the night here, and I'm up a half a dozen. I don't sleep deeply. I'm a very light sleeper. And I even turn off the ringer on my phone, but I will wake up every couple of hours and just be looking at the walls. There are days that I will sleep for 2 hours and that's it for the day. But anyway, there's times that I'll just get up, check my phone, and I'll have an email, and I'll read through it, and then I'll end up going back to sleep. In my head, I've responded to them. I've written the email and responded to them. So when I get up, I'm like, okay, well, I took care of all that. And I hadn't done a damn thing. So if you're one of those people, my apologies. It's happened a few times, but yeah, always happy to help with questions. So, feel free to direct them at me. I'm an open book when it comes to things here. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'm happy to share. But anyway, I'm going to finish off my coffee with my last sip here. Nice. I like the cups. I like this little spot. Nice little concrete room in here. It's got a little AC going in here. It's nice and comfortable, quiet. Street's not too terribly busy out back there. And yeah. So anyway, I'm going to call the episode here. Thank you, everybody. I do appreciate every one of you. And that's the other thing I'm very thankful for is the fact that you guys come along and you are so encouraging to me. The emails, the comments, the everything, even just the random people stopping on the street saying hi. It's just, it's something I never would have thought in a million years would be happening to me. And I'm, of all the things in my life, I'm most thankful for the fact that I'm doing this thing. This has allowed me to kind of come out of my shell a bit, to be more sociable with people. I'm a bit of an introvert, so meeting people on the streets is, it's a nice treat. And it's also nice because when you're introverted and having people approach you, it's so much easier than me having to go up and talk to strangers for me. I'm happier when they approach me. So it's like that barrier, that wall of like, I can't deal with it is broken immediately because I'm not the one initiating the conversation. So yeah, this thing that I do has allowed me to open up, process my baggage, my garbage, my mental health, everything. And, there's been a few hiccups and hurdles along the way, but, when you put the scales, the good outweighs the bad, like 100-fold. It's, there's really no competition. It's that good for me here. And you guys are great for me too. So I want to thank you guys. So if you are in the States and you are celebrating Thanksgiving, I wish you all the best. I hope you guys enjoy your meal. Hope you enjoy your football this weekend and any Black Friday sales. Because they only have those sales on Friday. I remember when that was a thing, having to line up to go to stores. Yeah, I hope nobody gets hurt doing stupid shopping. I hate watching those videos. But anyway, I'm going to wander home and try to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. But anyway, I thank you again, everybody, for coming and hanging out. If you do like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you are still here, link over here. I have my videos. All right, see you guys soon. Take care, everybody.